Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa! Alright, we got a special one here today. This is a video that I've actually known about for a while, and I watched, like, a long time ago. And, you know, there are some things I want to bring up with it, but this is mostly a fresh reaction, and there are a lot of angles that we can come at this at. Let me go ahead and introduce the video. Let's just get into it. This is Jacob Collier. Ever heard of him? Modern day Mozart, right? I've heard him compared most to Mozart, which I don't know if that's, like, that great of a thing. Like, nobody says modern day Bach, because that would be something. But Mozart, yeah, sure, why not? Those first 15 symphonies aren't that great. I like number 3 though. 40 is the best one. I mean, that's the one everybody knows. What's your favorite Mozart symphony? Post in the comments. We are going to be watching this video. This is Jacob Collier explains music in 5 levels of difficulty featuring Herbie Hancock, Wired, which Herbie Hancock, he's gonna be the level 5. So I guess like what we're gonna try to do is just follow along. I know that there's this divide between jazz musicians and classical musicians where basically classical musicians aren't actually musicians. They're more just like finger pushers that just memorize where notes are and then play them exactly the same every single time. And if they mess up, that's like a horrible thing and you lose your job. And jazz musicians, they just kind of, you know, just play whatever they want and just sort of feel it, man. Just find the pocket and feel it. Don't play any butter notes, all that stuff. Play the butter notes, or is it don't play the butter notes? I don't know. Maybe give some classical guitar insight into stuff that he's saying, because I know he's not a classical guitarist. Have you seen his right hand technique on guitar? Atrocious. I'm just kidding. Sorry, that's a joke. Please eviscerate me in the comments. Hey, what's so great about Jacob Collier anyways? What is he doing? Like making music? Like actually creating stuff? Hey, what am I doing here? I'm just sort of commentating on it. You know, there's value to that, right? I understand that I'm filth. I'm the lowest form of musician. A YouTube musician. And you know what happens when you're on YouTube? You don't actually make music anymore. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump into this one.
Hello everybody, my name is Jacob Collier and I'm a...
And he seems happy. You know why? Because this isn't his YouTube channel, and this is like the only video who ever... This is getting dark. This is the only video he ever has to make, and he's just like, oh, this is a fun new experience. Me? This is just another day in the office. So I'm like, hey guys, I hate myself, I hate you. Let's get into it. Jacob Collier, musician, arranger, composer, multi-instrumentalist. What'd that say? Cameron, loser, bedroom guitarist.
I've been challenged today to explain one simple concept in 5 levels of increasing complexity.
What I love about this, we have like our 5 levels, right? Level 4 is just classical professional, and then level 5 is going to be jazz professional. And if I remember correctly, level 4 is like fighting for his life to not be like belittled, have a concept explained to him, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to explain anything to Herbie Hancock. I just remember that little dynamic being really funny. So, you know, let's try to follow along until we get to the real good stuff, level 4 and 5.
My topic? Harmony.
That's quite the topic. Harmony? Ever heard of it? How many parts are we talking? 3, 4, 6?
I'm positive that everybody can leave this video with some understanding at some level.
Don't be so optimistic, Jacob. I'm an idiot. So is everybody watching this. Woo! Look at those notes. That's what my fugue looks like sometimes in my brain. Am I right, guys?
Odie, how's it going?
Good.
Cool.
Oh, so, dude, this poor kid. All right.
You know what harmony is?
It's when people sing together and it sounds...
Wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
100% correct. Have you ever heard a song called Amazing Grace?
No.
Dude, heck no. That's not a Fortnite song.
The melody on its own just goes... Dum, dum, da, da, dum, dum.
Why'd you have to play it if you're just gonna sing it, Jacob? What's up with that? First lesson in harmony. Unisons.
That melody on its own is kind of lonely, right? And no one really knows how it feels.
Oh yeah, we're jumping right on in.
So which one did you prefer?
The second one.
Awesome. And why
Kid's gonna be a harmony addict when he grows up.
did you prefer that one?
Because it sounds better.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it, what's the word? Because that one was cooking.
I can decide how I want this melody to feel. And the more notes there are, the more exciting it is. That's what...
It's such a Jacob Collier thing to say.
Does that make sense? You're the best.
He told me that my definition of harmony was correct, and then he just did that, and now all I know is that I'm left with this feeling that I want more of that, and Jacob's gone now. So now I'm just gonna listen to Miles Davis in my room and yell at my parents. Let's get to level 2 before I have a fit.
Have you ever heard of harmony?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you
What's harmony? Give us a
think
definition.
harmony is?
I think basically
What do you think harmony is? What do you even think it is?
it's like one person has the lower voice and like a girl usually has the higher voice.
Yeah.
God, you're just gonna put girls in a box like that? You ever heard of a countertenor? Come on now.
And then they blend it together.
I like it. That's absolutely correct.
It's just, it doesn't matter what you say. That is 100% correct. Now, here's the actual definition.
Harmony is about injecting melody with emotion
Yeah.
so that ultimately you leave home and you return home and you've learned something along the way.
Yeah.
So a nice place to start is with the idea of a triad. A triad is a 3-part harmony, basically. So that's a triad, you know. So this triad is called C major.
There we go. For some reason, with that piano sound, everything sounds like a 7th chord. It just sounds so inherently jazzy.
Right, so
Okay.
have you ever heard of this idea of like major chords and minor chords?
Yeah.
So this
Happy,
is
sad, happy, sad.
C major, yeah? And then this is C minor. So the feelings are different.
I know how to play those. Hold on. C major. I don't have those low bass notes. Yeah, you like that? If you have like a game over screen in a video game, this is a pretty classic move right here. C major, C minor. Just oscillate. I like to interpret that as like, will you continue? Will you end the game? Will you continue? And like majors continue, minors end the game. I don't know. So I see it.
Right?
Yeah, it feels like dark and spooky.
Yeah,
like,
this one's
Yeah, that's because you were trained to hear minor like that. Minor is actually happy in a lot of cultures, and it's disgusting that you feel that way.
How does this one make you feel then?
happy.
Right.
I swear to God, that major chord sounds like kind of minor with that piano sound.
Yeah, this one's dark and
haunted
spooky. And
happy.
how does this one make you feel then?
Happy.
Right.
And
well,
joyful.
yeah, I like
Yeah, you don't have to give. It's all right. You don't have to work that hard. This isn't a real class. You don't have to participate like that.
In Amazing Grace,
So he's just like obsessed with Amazing Grace right now. In Amazing Grace.
start with F. You know, if I go da 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 sweet the sound, do da 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 do. Like, where am I right now? I don't know where I am. Do da da. And my job is to get back home, but to make it to make this chord make sense.
Yeah.
You know, so I might go. Do da 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 da.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's,
that was a nice little harmony lesson there. I didn't catch any of that. Diminished chords, augmented chords. God, I don't know anything.
oh man, that sounded really
know.
good. I was.
Yeah, you should write some music. That was like pretty swanky. That was pretty hip harmonies, I gotta say.
That was
cheers,
like
Cameron.
happened.
That's happening. That's some happening harmony right there.
Is to find that narrative and make it make sense.
That was interesting because
Cool.
I didn't think that would work together.
Right.
Because there were two completely different.
That's the thing. It doesn't work together. Most people would hear that and they'd be like, what? What are you doing to my Amazing Grace right now? Like, if you were at, like, a Navy funeral or something and you started busting that out, everyone would be like, can you, like... This is a somber moment. Like, I should not be, like, feeling the harmony. Like, my friend is dead. Just give me the song. And that's important, too. Context matters. You need to know when you should do that stuff, and then also when you shouldn't. That's a lesson that I've had to learn throughout my life. The guitarist equivalent of that is you should not always shred your solo. Don't do that.
Different sounds, but then like it just made it happen, and
Yeah.
it just was like pow.
Amazing. That's great.
Magic.
Magic. That's nice. That's nice. She was really feeling it. College student. Oh, God, let's get this loser out here.
Essentially, what harmony is.
Yep. Eastman School of Music. All right, so this guy's legit.
It's like a language, right? As with any language, the
Oh, dude, explaining this to him. I mean, come on. Like, he knows his
more
stuff.
words you're capable of.
See, there's such a fine line of, like, patronizing the person once we get to this level now. Professional, like, jazz musician versus, like, a college jazz musician. Like, it depends on how far along they are in their studies, of course. But, I mean, by, like, year 2 or 3, you should be, like, playing gigs and stuff and, like, pretty good. And, like, you know stuff. Like, you know enough to where, like, you don't need, like, basics explained to you anymore. So, this is where things start getting interesting.
Is it's like a language.
It's like a language, Joshua. You ever think about music as like it's a language? I know you have like a gig after this. It's like a language.
And so, as with any language, the more words you're capable of speaking in a language, the more you can say.
The more you can make people think you're really smart, and then your friends don't like you anymore.
In harmony, this might be how many notes you can think to add to a chord to make it feel a different way. Have you ever heard of the circle of fifths? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's...
Oh my... You ever heard of the circle of fifths, Joshua? What are you, in Eastman? Eastman School of Music? They didn't teach you circle of fifths there. Oh, dude, thank God you found this interview.
On one side, we have a lot of the notes which make us feel brighter, you know, like these kinds of... these really bright sounds. And the other side is a lot more to do with the darkness of a key center. So
Okay, so he's playing the circle of fifths in a much different way that we usually play it. He's just kind of playing all the notes just all at once, which is really just a spread out chromatic scale, and each note separated by a fifth. Like when we think circle of fifths... we're thinking of like more that sort of thing, not just... I can't do it on guitar. Fourths are easier. We're not usually doing that.
we're home in F, but imagine we're taking a quick visit to B flat, but then the sun comes out.
Oh, yeah.
What notes would you suggest I add?
F.
F?
Wait, F? Like...
Yeah, and if we keep going in that direction.
Yeah, C.
Yeah.
And then G.
You got it? Yeah?
Yeah.
So this is like a gleaming glade or something, you know?
Wait, so you're talking about playing B flat and then adding circle of fifths on top of that? We can't do that on guitar. It's not really an option. It's just making it sound like 3 Days Grace now. I need another guitarist hitting that up there. Okay, so the harmony that we have learned. Play a 1-4 over Amazing Grace and just slap some circle of fifths over that. By circle of fifths, I don't mean like go an F and like do a circle of fifths harmony, but just literally take like the roots of each key just to the right of the circle of fifths and extend that MFR out for a while. All right.
Let's play this tune Amazing Grace. Let's play it in its simplest form.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start on
I bet that's not going to happen with you, Jacob. Let's see.
F, right?
Yeah.
So say, I want F, yeah.
Oh, he's a guitarist. Uh-oh. Oh, this guy didn't catch any of what Jacob just said. You know he didn't, because he has a guitar.
B flat.
Like Gibson at that, too.
F. C. F. So
Oh, dude, the blues will save you. The blues will save your soul when you're trying to... You know what? I feel like it's only fair that I also play along just to, like I'm putting myself out there, like, because I'm talking a lot of crap. Let's see if I can play something that sounds good. Like, did I even follow what he said?
right?
Yeah.
So say, I want F, yeah. B flat, yeah. F.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let's try one more version.
Okay. I don't know Amazing Grace. I can't solo over that. I have no freaking idea. I'll give it one more shot.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start in F, right?
Yeah.
So say,
Oh, no.
F, yeah. B flat, yeah. F.
I mean, he's just playing the melody. I don't know. I'm a classical guitarist. I want that to be known. I work on, like, fugues and stuff. Bach, soar, Bach, soar.
Some colors. All right, so let's visit
some
the B
colours.
flat with a bit more imagination,
Yeah.
just to see how things feel.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So we're talking about adding random notes from the circle of fifths on the right side. All right.
So it's F major 7, but it's over A. Just F7 over A. B flat major 7 with a
Not that he doesn't know what's going on, because it's just Amazing Grace. He's like, I don't know, like, what harmony should I add? Like, I'm playing the melody. Like, am I taking a solo right now?
F major 7 with an E and a D and a G in it.
Yeah, like, those aren't supposed to be there. Do you mean to play those? Like, do your fingers hit those keys, or like...
D minor 7 with the G in it. C sus. Oh, minor, nice. B flat major. G7.
There we
F
go.
sharp major 7. Home. Yeah. I like that.
There we go. This guy did amazing. He hit a lot of butter notes there, right, guys? Or he didn't hit them, rather. I forget what this phrase is. I heard a G7, F sharp major 7. So we're just kind of playing random chords, just plopping them around. All right, so that's like... He ended up home, right? I think that's pretty much what he said. Just play random chords and then end on the chord you want to end on. That's honestly fine advice. Again, there's a time and a place for everything, and there's a time and place for that. I mean, that's fun. I will concede. Jacobs was definitely more intelligent than what I just did there. Everything he does will be more intelligent than me. And I'm most impressed with the kid, the college student, because he actually held on pretty darn well there once he got his bearing. Because Jacob was throwing stuff at him, and he did this amazing thing that guitarists usually can't do. Jacob would call out a note, and then he'd actually play the note on the fretboard, which is like, that's insane. All right.
I like that. So what harmony does is just gives us even more tools to tell those stories.
Cool, yeah.
Nice, man. Awesome.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, dude, all right. All right, a professional pianist. Like a professional concert pianist is next. I can't wait to hear what Jacob teaches him.
One nice emotional.
Oh, no. He's like, have you ever heard of the Circle of Fifths before? Well, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And, hey, want some guitar lessons? I teach guitar. Email in the description. And, of course, head on down over to Rootin's Delight, pick yourself up some merch. I sell those stickers, I sell these sweatshirts, I sell other stuff. Go check them out. What else do we got? Of course, leave some comment questions if you want me to answer them in the chair during practice logs at some point. I do that. I think that pretty much covers everything. All right, well, I'll see you in the next one.